Yo, guys, so I'm here. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, March 5th. So, yeah, I might go out today. Might not because of the bed bug, but you know what? That's a whole different epidemic. Here with my coffee, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about something that I've been, trying to do. So, obviously, like, you guys know I'm trying to figure out who I am, trying to identify myself, trying to build a really strong backbone, you know, figuring myself out. I know I want to be a filmmaker. I've been studying it for about 3 years. It's funny that I say I've been studying it for 3 years, but yet I need to find myself still, right? And so, but I don't think that's a really bad thing. Going back to square one with this knowledge is actually just better than, starting out with nothing. I just think it's a really awesome thing for me. So one of the things that I've been trying to do is, writing a story, right? Not just a story, but a film script. I've actually been wanting to do this for I think about a year or so, and it's called I Am Louise, titled the title is called I Am Louise, a Silicon Valley story. And in it, it has some of my personal experiences as well as, just things that I see in the Hispanic and Latino community here in San Jose or Milpitas and, throughout the Silicon Valley, right? And so it deals with a certain level of, internalized depression. And, that's something that I hold really dear to my heart because, you know, I think it was like maybe, I'd say maybe elementary school to high school, I really didn't like my culture, and I really didn't like being brown because there were always just Asian people around. And I'm not saying that Asian people are bad. I really love how the Asian community is empowering themselves, and that's getting a lot of hype and everything. But because there was such an influx of that, I personally didn't really identify with myself with anybody. I didn't really have any real models to look up to who honestly looked like me. You know, um, that's tough. That's really tough to be you know a child and not having a child like a creative such as myself not having that person being just being there and being a face for being a face for you, right? And it's hard, especially because I was adopted, and if you guys don't know, I was actually on Jubilee Media, where I talked about my experience with the adoption and everything. But I was never taught how to be quote unquote Mexican. I wasn't taught to speak Spanish. I didn't even, I could, in the video, I even say that I didn't even know how to pronounce Dia de los Muertos. You know what I mean? And so, um, it's sort of crazy. And so that, but you know what, with that aside, that's a lot what I'm writing about. And so with all these personal experiences that I have and everything, that's just sort of the angle that I'm taking it in. I say it's a Silicon Valley story because I think that in specifically here in the Silicon Valley, a lot of gentrification is happening. It's been happening. People are being pushed out to the outskirts. People are moving, to Milpitas or Fremont or uh, places that are outside of the Silicon Valley, and then those prices are going up because it's getting just too much. But I don't want to make this into a rant or whatever. But it deals a lot with internalized depression, gentrification, toxic masculinity, and just self identity. And I think a lot of people my age are struggling with that, with self identity. I talked a little bit about that earlier in the channel. Just trying to figure out who I am as a person and whatnot. But yeah, I have a basic story. I know, what sort of scenes and what sort of the very loose. It's very much just on scratch paper right now, but I think this is definitely a strong story of what I want to do. And I think it's going to be really great when I have the script ready and everything is just so finalized, right? And so I really hope, I get to, I'm not going to say hope. I will finish this and I will show you guys, just like how this story's going and evolving. And of course, I'm going to have to limit what I share with you guys, but just because, if I share everything, then you're not going to see the movie when it's finished. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. So look forward to that. This is just day 2 of trying to find myself, and I really hope this goes well. I hope you are doing phenomenal. And if you guys have felt anything that I've said today, drop a like and just let me know in the comments. Because not everybody drops comments. And the comments that I do get is that one person that just says, hey, you have great content, probably didn't even watch 10 seconds of my video. And he just says, would you like to be internet friends? I always tell him, we'll always be friends. So if you guys are watching my content, please, please, please leave a comment below. And I hope to see you guys in the next one.